Hey y'all, I'm adding this on after I already packed everything in this video, but I wanted to let y'all know we did get our boxes we ordered from. Well, Poshmark let us know. To be honest, I don't know who is paying for these. We found out about it from Poshmark, but it's a third party company, and there is no Poshmark branding on these boxes whatsoever. But ours came in. There is an article about it on the shedflips.com website that has information about how we got these or whatever. I have a feeling this program may not last for long because this is going to be very expensive for whoever is paying for these boxes. It's going to be very expensive because resellers are going to just slam them. I've already seen people in the reseller water cooler Facebook group showing their boxes, piles and piles and piles. So yeah, get them while you can, I guess. But yeah, I'm pretty excited. This one is free boxes, which is awesome. This one is basically a 12-12-8, something like that, which is a fantastic size for so many hard goods. Like that fits a lot of stuff that we ship out. So I like that size box. And then this one is more of a, this is a it's about like a 14 by 7 by 5, which I think they probably targeted this as like a shoe box, which is another really good size box. So yeah, go check that article out, and on with the video. Good morning, y'all. Welcome back to the shed for another I'm Gonna Pack It video. We just pulled these orders here. There is nothing difficult today, but you know what? We're still gonna pack it. All right, before we get started, I did want to let y'all know Candace and I are going to be at the Artist Loft at 7126 Antioch Road from 9 to 3 tomorrow, Saturday. Candace is setting up her jewelry stuff. I think she's going to set up some of her Labubu stuff, maybe.
Yeah, I'm thinking about bringing some of that to sell. Yeah.
So that'll be fun. There she is. Y'all might not be able to hear her very well. She's not mic'd up, but yeah, that's where Candace say. So if you're local, you want to stop by and you just say hello. You don't have to buy something, but yeah, that's where we're gonna be. I may be a little bored, but I'm definitely curious to see how she does. How she does it at her thing. I'm really thinking it has a shot to succeed, but it's also very difficult. And we don't know what kind of traffic they have at that place or any of that. It's an outdoor market thing. And this is a crane manual. Candace, I don't even remember how we ended up with crane manuals, honestly. All right, hang on a second. Okay, I went ahead and paused. Candace mic'd up so we could hear. Go ahead.
I remember clearly where we got those. It was an estate sale on Sunday, and you found a binder full of that.
Oh, in the garage.
Yeah,
that's right.
I remember
now.
You paid $5 for the whole binder.
That's right.
Yeah.
Oh man. Oh yeah. Yeah. And then we had some other bigger books from that garage too.
Yep.
Oh yeah. That's right. It always blows my mind that we go into a garage and there's something like that. When you know other resellers have been through there, you know?
Well, that's like those casket salesman casket.
Right. Casket
media.
salesman.
Yeah.
We had
We found those on a Sunday sitting on the ground in these leather briefcases or satchels. Some old casket salesman. It was like brochure type thing.
All right, packing up this. I'm not sure. Not sure if the comic mailer is an appropriate size for this or not. I might go with a vinyl mailer. Just not sure. Let's see. I think it might be close. Yeah, that's a little tight. I'll set this off to the side. It's just a little bit wide. And that actually is a little bit more expensive of a car manual. That's not big enough. And here we go. But yeah, I'm actually looking forward. I had fun. I had fun at the last time Candace went to set up, and she didn't even sell anything. I just thought it was really interesting watching the people, the psychology of the whole thing. I was kind of geeking out. I think she's gonna do well. Oh, she's got some other jewelry she's gonna be selling too. That her mother used to sell jewelry at these shows, but it was jewelry she would make for the most part. And she actually did pretty well with it. Well, she had a bunch of stuff left over that she gave to Candace to set up with and sell. So, yeah, I think it's going to be fun. Fun way to spend a few hours outdoors. Especially coming into the holiday season. Be interesting to see how that goes. Okay, that's done. Okay, we are packing up a couple of Candace's Pop Mart things. That's her little side hustle too. She's got a couple of, she's crafty. She's always got something cooking. She's got a couple little side hustles going on. I don't even know that much about the Pop Mart thing. She just tells me that it's making money. And I ship it when we sell it, I ship it, and she tells me it's making money. So that's all I need to know. And I know we've sold a lot of it too. And she says some of it we make very little on, and some of it she may even take a little bit of a loss on, and some of it she makes a lot on. And I think this particular order here is one that she kind of made a little on. Went a little over breaking even. So I don't think she wants me to talk about it even as much as I have just now. So. She's a little secretive about it, even with me. Okay, and that's all there is to say about that. I do know we pulled up in a parking lot and met a dude yesterday. And he gave us $100 for 2 little boxes like this. And I was like, oh, wow. Because we have a pretty good bit of it. It didn't even occur to me, of course, Christmas gifts. So, but with this kind of stuff, you got to stay on top of that, on top of the trends, and because what's hot right now, people might forget about next week. And the good thing is Candace is very savvy about staying up on stuff, current events and what's hot. That's the kind of thing that's the kind of thing I really suck at, to be honest. All right. Okay, we're gonna pack another one. This one is well traveled already. Put a little finally got it on the thank you note because they ordered it and they had a bad address. Their address didn't have the apartment number, so it got returned. And they've been very nice about it. It's just taken a long time. So we finally got it back, and they wanted to buy it again from us. So we refunded the original payment we got. We did hold out what we paid for the shipping because we didn't get that back, and they were fine with that, which is good. They were always like very nice about it. They were like they understood that, you know, it was their fault. I've dealt with people before that did not seem to understand it was their fault. You know, like we all make mistakes. Ooh, God knows I do. Okay. But I'm glad she's finally getting her thing. Okay, I think this one I could probably use the comic mailer. Magic book here. The magic book, if y'all ever get an opportunity to buy magic books, yeah, what are the chances of that, right? Like I've seen big magic book collection exactly once. And that'll probably be the only time I see it. Most people probably won't ever see one. But if you do, it's not really just magic though. Like any real niched up thing like that. Niched up. Do y'all want to say that? I like niche better. Okay. Yeah, the money is in the niches. That was really fun, the whole magic buy. I just regret now that I wasn't a little more aggressive about buying everything in the room, because there were quite a few magic tricks and props and things like that I didn't think was quite good enough. And then in retrospect, I should have tried to make that happen. I think she would have been receptive, now that I think about it. Alrighty. Okay, we got a pair of shoes. Shoe business been good to us lately because of Bev. Because Bev knows what kind of shoes to buy, and she sold us a bunch of her inventory. So, yeah, it's been really good. And shoes, I don't know, at least to me, they seem to sell fairly quickly. Condition, of course, is everything. When it comes to shoes, there's some point where shoes are worth something, and then all of a sudden, if they have a certain amount of wear, they're almost worthless. Well, I don't want to put these in separate bags. Otherwise, I don't think I'll be able to get them to fit. There we go. And they don't really fit that great. Ah, there we go. That works. This is kind of a weird size box. See, I like the box. It's a 12.66, I think. It actually works for a lot of things. A lot of times, shoes, sneakers especially, if they're not, if they're a women's size, a lot of times I can use something like that. All right, it's kind of a weird pack here. I don't even have a box. This thing is like just a little bit longer than 12 inches. I'm just going to use two boxes put together. This is an HP. Oh, you know, I need a thank you card thing. This is an interesting name too. I like this name. Check out this name. Thank U Xenon. Isn't that cool? I mean, a name just beginning with Z is kind of cool in its own right, but then, yeah, I thought that was cool. It almost sounds like a light bulb or something, right? Just get me some Xenons. All right, so yeah, that box is like 13 inches long, so I don't really have. Okay, yeah, this will be perfect. It's not going to have a lot of, but I'm going to have 2 boxes there. Okay, yeah, we're good. And that box is super sturdy. Whoops. I'm glad my packs are pretty easy today because I feel kind of fumbly today. I feel weird today. Today is well, yesterday I didn't run for the first time in like a week. And I feel horrible not doing that. Weird. Okay, yeah, this will work fine. Then it's going to be tight on the iPack, but there's so much cardboard that it'll be good. Fold it this way. Yeah, I'm gonna try and guess what Candace's total sales are gonna be at her that event at the Artist Loft, 7126 Antioch Road in Baton Rouge from 9 to 3 tomorrow. I'm curious. Candace, how much? You know what? You write it down somewhere. You write down your guess how much you think you're going to sell tomorrow, and I'll write it down, and we'll compare.
Is this total everything? Like, even if we bring like Labubu's, everything, or you think?
Yeah, no, everything. Your total sales, everything you're going to sell. Okay. I'm curious what you think versus what I think. I'll write mine down. Okay, I got my number written down. Let's see what you think. Ooh.
I like your confidence.
No, I really am. I'm confident.
The only reason I'm going low, because I always do that. You know me.
Right.
And so I'm not disappointed. And I have no idea what kind of traffic. This is a fairly new business. They've been open. They opened over the summer, I think. And so this is a new thing for them doing this market. So this one could be slow. I have 2 more there, one in November, one in December. I think those will definitely be better because people will be out Christmas shopping. So,
okay.
Yeah. We'll see.
I hope one of it. 600 would be nice too. I mean, that'd be it's fun just hanging out too. It's like not everything has to be like extremely profitable, you know?
Right.
It's kind of a hobby thing too, but I really hope it's very profitable. Because Candace likes jewelry, you know? And Candace actually is not really driven by profit. I don't think.
I want to have fun.
Yeah, Candace enjoys everything about reselling, but I don't think she does it for the money.
No.
She doesn't.
We need the money, but if we were about the money, I'd still be working at the bank. Right. That would be best because then our insurance would be squared away. If y'all couldn't hear, she said, if it were all about the money, she'd still be at the bank. I think we'd probably be money ahead if she were. Oh yeah.
But her lifestyle would be way different too. So. This is very interesting dynamic. I got to think about, I think I'm going to keep it like this on this channel, where whenever I do a packing video, it's the day that I actually pack the stuff. Because one thing I do not like about shed flips, especially if we're a long ways ahead, if there's something I want to talk about, you know, like Candace's thing that she's going to sell at tomorrow, if we want to talk about that, we're always like at least 2 to 3 videos ahead, right? Because you just kind of need to be. If you're going to do this on a continual basis, it helps if you're ahead, because stuff happens sometimes, you know. But on this channel, if I can keep it live, that'll be kind of cool too. So, all right, let me get the next thing. All right, notice I am out of labels. And y'all know, I think y'all know the drill. If y'all saw the other day, I didn't put very many, I didn't add very many back in. I should have done more. I like to blow it out because I found like it just accumulates as it feeds through, just little small, I guess paper particles or something. I don't know. But yeah, I've got just a ton of free labels from UPS, and I do have a lot that are, I have a box that is full of like the flat packed, and then I also got this just because I was curious what it was going to be, and it ended up being not in a format that I'm going to get again, but I do want to go, I don't want to waste the labels, so they are good labels and they work really well in that Jaden's printer. And I've seen some I have seen some people saying that they've lately have in the Facebook group that have talked about, like, you know, they got the Jaden's printer and it's like really a pain to set up and stuff. And I think a lot of that is maybe the paper settings. So what I'm thinking, since we've been recommending the Jaden's printer, I feel somewhat obligated there to try and improve that. So I'm thinking I'm gonna maybe film some setup videos, both on Mac and PC for that, and maybe I can make that a little easier for people. Let's see, here we go. Because I think it's a really solid printer. At least my experience with this thing has been just really good, man. Especially for the price. Okay, I don't think I put those in very straight, but it also doesn't matter that much. Okay. So we were packing a bracelet. Man, nothing refreshes like this stuff. Wow. I drink at least one of those every day. Okay. I'll go ahead and use a box. It could use a bubble mailer, but it's got a little nice hardware on it and stuff. So I'll just use a box. It'll probably still ship at a 4-ounce rate. Maybe. I don't know. It's going to be close. It's fine. I'm not going to do anything crazy to try and cut weight. That paper might send it over the edge. Let's see. Man, I'll tell y'all what, I am really glad I started doing these videos again. These are fun. I do enjoy these. So I feel like I can just kind of talk about whatever. If I got something to say, I can say it. Let's see if we got 4 ounces here. If I don't have anything to say, I can shut up and pack. Yeah, all right. Yep, we're a 4-ounce rate. All right, packing this little action figure stand. This is a box we bought at a garage sale, actually. Oh, we did. Speaking, well, you know what? I got a couple of things. Number one, this is the hangers on. You'll know, like whenever you make a bulk buy of stuff, and man, I really want to resize this down. Look at that. I think I will, just for fun. I don't have to. I could just. It'll be lighter though if I do it. Where is my? Oh, here it is. I need to have a place to hang these. To hang these types of implements. But yeah, but this reminded me of when we bought this. It's pretty sad. We had a viewer reach out. A guy he knew, he was friends with, that was a reseller, passed away from. This was during when COVID was really bad. Guy had passed away from COVID, and the family was, I think, probably trying to sell the house, or I don't know what, or maybe it was I don't know if it was a rental or what, if he was renting or owned it or what, but they were needing to clear the house out and stuff. It was very sad. Very, but he sold. He specialized in action figures, and we just bought a ton of like Marvel Legends and stuff like that. And it got. I think we spent a pretty good bit there. I think about $500 or so. And it actually got kind of tense. It was kind of an awkward situation because I think his grandmother was there at the house, and then they also, to make the deal, we had to talk to the parents who weren't there, and they were like, okay. But yeah, that's where that came from. That action figure stand. Like we sold. One of those things, we sold 90% of the stuff in the first couple of months, and we had the hangers on. All right, we have puzzling pasteboards going out. Magic book. Oh, the magic books, love them. But yeah, all those buys where you buy bulk stuff, it seems like it works out like that. Like most of the stuff, 95% of the stuff sells within the first year. Say, and maybe it's 90%, I don't know, but whatever, something like that. And then the hangers on can take a long time. Memories of past picks. It's kind of cool. Just have remnants of past picks hanging out. Not all buys are like that, though. When we made, if y'all have been watching Shed Flips for a long time, when we made the huge Nutcracker buy, for instance, we sold every last thing from that buy. Every last thing is gone. I always find it fascinating kind of watching the evolution of the inventory that's in the shed. Like when I go look at a video from 2 years ago and the complexion of the inventory on the shelves, it's like, wow, it's like completely different. Like the whole thing is turned over. All right, we're going to pack this Mr. Bingle. This is an Etsy order. If this was a lower value plush, I would just use a 10-8-6 and just kind of squish him. But you know what? I don't want to squish this guy. So I'm reaching up here to get some 12-12-12s, by the way. Or A 12-12-12. Okay. I don't want to squish them at all. It's not going far. It's going to Houston. When something's going that close, it don't matter how I pack it, or it don't matter if it's the amount that it costs. If it weighs a little more, it doesn't really matter that much, you know. So I'm gonna give Mr. Bingle a good ride to Houston, Texas. Mr. Bingle is kind of a local, like, I think it's a regional thing. These are plush that, what store was it, Candace? Maison Blanche. Yeah. Started in New Orleans, and, you know, it was a regional chain. We had them in Baton Rouge, Maison Blanche. And the Mr. Bingle stuff is just very popular. People are willing to pay a lot of money for it. And if you live up north or something, I don't think it's a thing that you're going to ever encounter up there. Are very unlikely to, but if you do, because we encounter strangely non-regional stuff from time to time, so because people do move. But yeah, we've made quite a bit of money on Mr. Bingle. The only thing is, for us, is the local reseller scene, they know about Mr. Bingle. So you got to kind of get lucky and to get one of these. Kind of got to be the first one there to get one of these. For sure. And I'll use some paper, not to protect it. It doesn't need that. I could have just dropped it in the box like that, but it's more to, this is more of a showing the customer I care a little bit, you know, because I do. Lots of things are done for optics. And that includes with packing. We do a lot of superfluous stuff with packing, I feel. I also think when it comes to packing, if you send out any kind of volume of packages, and if you always pack at the bare minimum, right? If you have if you're sending out, say, 200 packages a month or 100 packages a month or whatever the number might be, and you're always packing what you think is the bare minimum, you're going to have a lot of problems. You know, you're going to find you have a lot more problems than the person that packs a little more. You know, the only question is, are the extra problems worth the time you saved? And that answer might be yes. All right, we're going to pack some Vans. This pair right here. I'm going to grab one of those. This is another good time to use the eBay 1266 box. You know, that's one thing I need to add this weekend to the website. I'm going to add a little area for the eBay shipping supplies that we use as well. Why not? We have a, Candace just told me that we currently have a coupon. So we need to figure out what we're going to spend that coupon on this time. I'm kind of thinking this box again. Yeah. With all the shoes we're going to be listing, that would make complete sense. This is a Macari sale, by the way. No. Yeah. What is it? Yeah. Excuse me. Yeah, Macari sale. So Yeah, it was a really nice sales day yesterday, man. Because we sold across eBay, Mercari, Etsy, Poshmark, and then we, yesterday was pretty good on eBay, and we even made a sale, $100 sale on Facebook Marketplace yesterday that went really smooth. And, like they showed up exactly on time and everything. And so, I mean, yesterday was like just a fantastic day of reselling for us. And that's in spite of the fact this has been just a bust of a month so far for us on the listing front. Our listings this month, I feel like we kind of gave up. Candace has been doing what she can, but she's been so busy with my mother, which has been my mother has been our main focus this month, and that's exactly where it needed to be. So, okay, and we've just got this one more to go. This is a Poshmark, and yeah, I'm just really Candace has doubled down on cross posting, as y'all know. And her efforts are paying off. I mean, if we're making an extra couple of sales a day, that's huge. Over a month's time, that really adds up. It really does. And it's a much more comfortable feeling for me when we're selling across a lot of different platforms. Because then, if we do have, quite a few days on eBay, they're like, wow, what happened there? That was exceptionally bad, that happens occasionally. Overall, we're doing great, but having the other platforms can really smooth out the bumps, can really level things out. Of course, you don't really know the full impact of cross-posting, because it's also true that a lot of the things that sell on other platforms would have sold on eBay as well anyways, right? So just because you sell something on another platform doesn't mean it wouldn't have never ever sold on eBay. But a lot of times it does mean you don't have to end up, discounting it or taking like real low offers or things like that. And it can certainly help the quote unquote sales velocity of your inventory. And it's, from a larger perspective, it's always good for eBay to have competition, or for all of the platforms to have competition. Otherwise, they would charge us half of the sale as a fee, right? Okay, that is it. I got the label about to stick on it there. That is it for this one. Planning on totally redoing the set for these videos starting on Monday. I'm going to work on that this weekend some. So thanks so much for watching, though. I'll see y'all again very soon. Bye, y'all.